On top of all this, EU foreign policy, so decided, is not subject to any form of independent oversight. It is completely in the control of the select few who decide EU foreign policy, which is now Irish foreign policy, as they see fit. We in IFPAL, as the Irish Friends of Palestine against Lisbon, are opposed to the Lisbon Treaty as it would exacerbate and set in stone this system of governance that gives a handful of people free rein to decide foreign policy for 500 million people. European foreign ministers meet behind closed doors. They're out of reach and unaccountable to the Irish electorate and are open to manipulation by well-funded lobby groups promoting the vested interests of foreign governments and corporations, interests that are often counter to the interests of the people of Ireland and Europe. Ireland presently has a veto over foreign policy, but the present government, to its shame, has failed to use it to block decisions which have aided and abetted the Israeli genocide against Palestinians. Ratification of the Lisbon Treaty would allow the European Council to remove our veto by altering the manner in which foreign policy decisions are made from unanimity to qualified majority vote. If that happens, it will give the larger states, who have 29 votes each, de facto control of the European foreign policy. Smaller states like Ireland will be politely listened to. We have only 7 votes, so we have no real influence over decisions there. But we'll be listened to, but we won't be able to influence the outcome of foreign policy decisions. At that stage, Irish foreign policy shall be decided by the larger states, and we will have to uphold that foreign policy, even though we don't agree with it, we don't necessarily agree with it. According to the Lisbon Treaty, a new EU foreign minister will speak on our behalf in the UN and other international fora. And we will be obliged to uphold that in the new superstate. And I say, was it for this that successive generations of Irish people sacrificed so much over hundreds of years to assert our right of self-governance? I don't think so. Is this generation of Irish people about to give it away within 100 years? I sincerely hope not. We in IFPAL believe that the Lisbon Treaty is a Trojan horse designed to usher in a new European superstate. The establishment of a federal European superstate without the democratic approval of the citizens of the member states will finally be realised if the Lisbon Treaty is ratified by the Irish electorate, the only citizens allowed to vote on this historic seismic shift in European governance. A rejection of the Lisbon Treaty would not be the appalling vista our politicians would like us to believe. Rather, it would be a reality check for the political elites who, for their own vested interests, seem to steer us in the direction which the citizens of Europe would reject resoundingly if the opportunity was afforded. Irish citizens alone have the opportunity to do what's right for us and for the people of Europe by voting no.